Imagine living somewhere the sun disappears. For months at a time, darkness settles over the Arctic town of Longyearbyen. For the roughly 2,400 people who call Svalbard home, this isn't dramatic storytelling, it's the quiet rhythm of everyday life. Here, in the world's northernmost permanent settlement, life is shaped by extremes. Winter brings a polar night that swallows nearly a third of the year. Beyond the town's edge, polar bears move across the same frozen wilderness. In a place like this, survival isn't just practical, it becomes something far more deliberate. So how do people not only adapt, but actually find beauty in such profound isolation? Let's step quietly into the heartbeat of this Arctic community. The clock reads 10 in the morning. Outside the window, the horizon is still completely dark. The sun won't return for 2 more months. When a day begins without sunrise, how does it really start? Here, it starts simply. With the slow brewing of coffee, a small pocket of warmth pushes back against the endless cold. With the first cup in hand, the world beyond the glass reveals itself in deep shades of blue and black. This is the polar night. From late October to mid-February, Longyearbyen slips into a season that feels almost suspended in time. The landscape becomes a quiet kingdom of shadow and moonlight. Street lamps cast soft halos across the snow, and on clear nights, the northern lights drift slowly overhead. Silent curtains of green and violet. Time moves differently here. Without daylight to divide the hours, routine becomes an anchor. Life turns inward. People lean into the rituals that make the darkness feel smaller, tending fires, gathering in softly lit rooms. Vitamin D lamps glow gently inside many homes, offering a quiet defense against the heavy fatigue that can settle during the long, sunless stretch. In this season, small comforts begin to matter more than ever. But when days and nights blur into one endless twilight, what keeps the human spirit from dimming too? In Longyearbyen, community isn't just important, it's survival. In a town this remote, trust becomes an unspoken currency. People rely on one another in ways that feel increasingly rare in the modern world. On winter mornings, children walk to school bundled in bright snowsuits, moving together in watchful clusters. Their laughter cuts cleanly through the cold air. Before stepping outside, most adults perform the same quiet ritual, checking polar bear alerts on their phones. It may sound unusual, but this shared edge-of-the-world reality forges powerful bonds between neighbors. Evenings often drift toward the local pub. But here, gathering isn't really about the drinks. It's about connection, about swapping small stories, about reminding one another that no one stands alone in the Arctic dark. Even in the deepest winter, that warmth is unmistakable. And just as the town settles fully into darkness, the sky begins to change again. From April to August, the opposite extreme arrives. The sun refuses to set. For months, daylight stretches endlessly across the landscape, bathing the mountains and fjords in a constant, almost dreamlike glow. At first, the light feels energizing, almost euphoric, but slowly, it brings its own quiet challenge. Without darkness, the body's natural rhythm begins to drift. Sleep grows restless, nights feel unfinished. Inside their homes, residents pull heavy blackout curtains, carefully creating artificial night in the middle of endless day. Outside, however, the land awakens. Hiking across stark Arctic valleys, fishing in icy waters, extended explorations beneath a sun that never dips below the horizon. This is when outdoor life truly flourishes. And yet, one awareness never disappears. Even in the height of summer, anyone venturing beyond town limits carries protection. A quiet reminder that humans are still visitors here. So what does an ordinary day actually feel like in a place this extraordinary? Let's ease into the rhythm of a typical day in Longyearbyen. Morning begins not with sunlight, but with the soft insistence of an alarm clock in a darkened room. Coffee comes first, almost always. Breakfast becomes a quiet family anchor. Warm food, low conversation, a slow start before the town outside begins to stir. By midday, the streets carry a gentle hum of movement. Children, bundled so heavily they resemble small astronauts. Adults head toward offices, research stations, maintenance work, or the local gym. The grocery store plays an especially vital role here. Nearly everything arrives by ship, sometimes from thousands of kilometers away. Shelves are carefully monitored, supplies are watched closely. In many ways, the store functions less like a convenience and more like a lifeline. As evening settles in, darkness often returns outside, but indoors, a different kind of light takes over. Homes grow warm and quiet. Families gather near the fire. Pets curl close. Conversations unfold slowly, without urgency. Movie nights, complete with popcorn and hot cocoa, become small but deeply cherished rituals. Out here, comfort isn't accidental, it's intentionally created. But daily routines are only part of what makes life here unusual. Because in Svalbard, even the rules are different. Svalbard operates under a unique international treaty that allows people of many nationalities to live and work here. The result is a surprisingly diverse population for such a remote place. But life comes with very specific rules. To protect native bird populations, cats are completely banned from the archipelago. And then there's one of Svalbard's most unusual realities. Because the ground remains permanently frozen, traditional burials are nearly impossible. As a result, residents with serious terminal illness are strongly encouraged to relocate to the mainland. It may sound stark, but each rule reflects something deeper, a community carefully balancing human life with an unforgiving natural environment. Still, beyond the regulations and routines, what does isolation here really feel like? Living in Longyearbyen means accepting a constant low-level awareness of risk. Polar bears are not symbols here. They are real, powerful animals that occasionally wander close to town. Armed patrols are a normal sight, not alarming, just necessary. But the physical dangers are only part of the story. The isolation itself can weigh heavily. Even with modern internet and regular flights, the surrounding Arctic emptiness is immense, silent, unbroken for thousands of kilometers. For some, that vastness feels overwhelming. And yet, it is often this very isolation that shapes the people who stay. Resilience grows here. Quiet strength does too. Which raises a gentle question. In a place this remote, where does joy come from? Surprisingly, joy here tends to be simple and deeply felt. There is a strong culture of coziness woven into everyday life. Warm homes, soft lighting, the steady crackle of a well-tended fire, easy laughter shared between people who understand this place. Outside, adventure offers another kind of happiness. Dog sledding across open snowfields, skiing through silent valleys, long journeys beneath skies that feel impossibly wide. And always, the landscape itself remains quietly breathtaking. Glacier-carved mountains, frozen fjords, endless Arctic horizons. Living here sharpens your awareness of beauty, because in a place this extreme, you learn not to overlook the small moments.
If this quiet journey into the Arctic stayed with you, consider liking the video and subscribing for more stories from the world's most remote corners. Life in Svalbard stands as a powerful reminder of human adaptability. People don't just endure the extremes here. They build lives, they form deep communities, they create warmth in a landscape defined by cold. Longyearbyen is more than a remote Arctic town. It is a place where isolation and connection exist side by side, where survival and beauty quietly coexist. Thank you for spending this time here. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.